Just for you. What up? Back again. Another one. Thank you for everyone who likes and shares the videos. I definitely appreciate it. Questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. Any feedback or whatever would be greatly appreciated. Jumping right into the day. This is probably gonna be a little bit different than the other ones that are that I've done, but you'll get it. Man, watch your mouth. Like, a lot of things we say, and this is going to be kind of one-sided from things that, and I've said these as well, and I had to catch myself, but a lot of things that we say to other people, and we don't mean it in a bad way, but a lot of times we just say stuff and don't even really realize it or think about it or anything like that. And I guess in a way you can consider it being a little more PC. It's hard to be more PC in a PC world that we have now. You can't say anything bad or in a certain way about anybody nowadays, because everybody gets mad and they get their feelings hurt. Or get offended at the drop of a dime. But certain things that we say, and this is going to be more from my experience. A lot of this is going to be me of my experience taking stuff. But it's definitely things that I know I've said. I've heard other people in my same culture say the same things and everything. So just something to be mindful of kind of what these phrases and things that we actually mean. I hear this both ways, but generally white people, stop saying I don't see color. Black people, don't say I don't see color either. Whatever color you are or you identify as, do not use the term I do not see color. Because you do. Like, if I walk down the street and somebody was like, hey, I know that guy. And then I turn the corner and they're like, which one? And we're all dressed the same. We all have on the exact same clothes. We're all about the same height. None of us have hair. Other than that, you're going to be like, oh, the guy in the front, 2, 3 back, the little black dude. Like, it's not that it's not offensive to say, I see a black person. It's not offensive to say, oh, look, who you talking about? The white guy. If you get mad because you're white and I said, I'm talking about the white guy, then you have a problem. I don't. Same thing, on the other side, with black people. But when you say, the reason why I say don't stop saying I don't see color is because when I approach you and I tell you, oh, I don't see color, that means I don't see you for you. If you're of Asian descent, if you're Hispanic descent, whatever it may be, I'm basically telling you I don't see you for who you are. I don't acknowledge it. It makes me feel comfortable to not acknowledge who you actually are. That's how I fit you in my box, so I feel cool. That's what that means. You may not realize that, but that's what that means. It's something I don't say, hey, man, I don't see color. I'll say I don't have a color barrier, but that's a very different statement than I don't see color, I don't acknowledge color. You should, because that is part of that person. Another thing, this is something I have heard quite a bit, and we'll just go into it. So this is something I've heard quite a bit. A lot of my black friends and minority friends have also heard this same statement or a variation of this statement. Something along the lines of, oh, wow, you're really smart. Did you expect me to be dumb? Don't say that to people. Any person you say that to is going to take that statement generally negatively. Because I literally just told you, oh, wow. Like if I walk up to you, hey, oh, wow, you're really pretty. I didn't think you would be. Oh, wow, this person's really smart. Now, here's a hint for my white friends. If you say that to just about any minority. We probably ain't gonna say this to you, but in our minds, it's gonna be like, why don't they think I'm smart? Do they not think I'm smart because I'm black? And that's just a stereotype and I'm supposed to be a dumb black person? Or do they not think I'm smart because I didn't go to the same type of school? Why is the reason they don't think I'm smart? That's the first thing that generally goes through our head. Well, usually we're like, yeah, I am, whatever. And then we just push it off. And you never know that. Because there's no point to say that. But that automatically keeps a slight divide. If you wonder, like, man, I said he was smart. No, you didn't say he was smart. You said you were surprised that he was smart. You know, specific subject, you're fine. I get tons of comments. Oh, man, you know a lot about animals, Ryan. Like, I know a fair amount. I know people who know way more than me. Or I'll be drawing something and be like, oh, man, you're really good with a pencil, man. I didn't know you could draw, man. You're really good. I didn't know you're that good. That's true. That's a very specific action or talent or skill that I had that a person didn't know of. But just to say, man, hey, man, you're really smart. I didn't think you was that smart. Why? If there's anything we've learned from stereotypes, especially in the black community, is a lot of really, really non-smart looking ghetto project hood dudes are very brilliant minded. I mean, rest in peace Nipsey Hussle, brilliant dude. Pop, brilliant man. Like Jay-Z, brilliant man. He doesn't dress like that anymore. You know, he's graduated as status now. But like, nah, like, so just don't say that. You're really smart. It's starting to rain, so hopefully I get this, you know, I got time. But yeah, just be mindful of what you say. It just is. And certain things, you probably don't even realize you say that. Like, I hear that from, like, the whole, I don't see color. I hear that from a lot of people in reference to when you get into, like, the racism topic or whatever thing like that, you know, which a lot of people don't want to talk about, you know. But if you say, oh, I don't see color. Don't say I don't see color. I know what you mean. And I don't think you're a racist. I know you're not. I know what you're trying to say, but that's not what you're saying. Like I said, like I kind of realized that young, you know, a while ago. And, you know, like I said, people's like, oh, man, Ryan, well, you have friends. I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't have a color barrier. And that specifically says, because of the color of your skin, I don't have an automatic barrier against you just because you're color XYZ. But to say, yeah, I don't see color, that means I see everybody in a comfortable tone to make me feel comfortable. So if you are Mexican and you have your big Mexican pride, I don't see that. If you're African and you got your deep African pride, I don't see that at all. You're Irish and you have your deep African pride and your heritage, or my Scottish homie that walks around in his kilt, like, I'm going to tell you I don't see that. Which is disrespectful to you. So, just be mindful of what you say to people. Because sometimes when somebody reacts, that might be why. It's not necessarily... Actually, it is kind of what you said and how you said it. You may not have meant anything by it, but you just weren't thinking about it. So, just a tip, just for you. Later.